In the heart of Africa, nestled between rolling hills and a dense, vibrant forest, lay the village of Umoja. The villagers lived a simple yet fulfilling life, relying on the bounty of the land for their sustenance. Among them was a 10-year-old boy named Jabari, the eldest of 4 children. Jabari's family consisted of his loving parents and his 3 younger sisters, Amina, Nia, and Zari. Jabari was known for his bravery and kindness. He often helped his father with farming and took care of his sisters, showing leadership and responsibility beyond his years. The village thrived under the careful stewardship of its people, but a shadow loomed over Umoja. One evening, as the sun set over the horizon, the village elders called for a meeting. The once abundant forest was no longer providing enough food and resources. Animals had become scarce, and the fruits and plants seemed to wither. The villagers were worried. Without the forest's bounty, they faced hunger and hardship. Jabari's father spoke solemnly, "We must find out what is happening in the forest. Our village depends on it." Jabari stood up, his eyes filled with determination. "Father, let me go into the forest. I will find out what's wrong and bring back a solution." His mother's eyes filled with tears, but she nodded, knowing that Jabari had the courage and wisdom needed for such a task. The next morning, with a small bundle of provisions and a heart full of hope, Jabari set off into the unknown. The forest was a place of mystery and beauty. As Jabari ventured deeper, he marveled at the towering trees and the symphony of birdsong. But he also noticed signs of distress, broken branches, trampled plants, and an eerie silence where there should have been the bustling of animals. Suddenly, he heard a rustling in the bushes. He turned and saw a majestic lion standing before him. The lion's eyes were kind but filled with sadness. "Do not be afraid," said the lion. "I am Simberia, the guardian of this forest. What brings a young boy like you into these troubled woods?" Jabari explained the plight of his village and his mission to find a solution. Simberia nodded. "You are brave, Jabari. The forest is in peril because of the actions of poachers and those who do not respect the balance of nature. Come with me, and I will show you." Simberia led Jabari to a clearing where they met Tamu, a sleek and wise tiger, and Panda, a gentle zebra. Each guardian had a lesson for Jabari. Simberia taught Jabari about courage. Strength is not just in muscle but in heart. Protecting the weak and standing up for what is right requires true bravery. Tamu showed Jabari the interconnectedness of all life. Every creature, every plant has a role in this world. When one is harmed, all are affected. We must use resources wisely and respect the balance. Panda emphasized empathy and harmony. Living in harmony with nature means understanding and respecting all life forms. We must take only what we need and ensure the survival of others. Through these lessons, Jabari realized the importance of sustainable living and the need to fight against those who would harm the forest for their greed. Jabari and the animal guardians devised a plan to stop the poachers. They would set traps to capture the intruders and alert the villagers to the importance of protecting the forest. Under the cover of night, Jabari and his new friends worked tirelessly, setting up hidden snares and alert signals. As dawn approached, they hid and waited. The poachers arrived, unaware of the traps. One by one, they were caught, their plans thwarted by the combined efforts of a brave boy and the forest guardians. The villagers, alerted by the signals, arrived to see the captured poachers and the damage they had caused. With the poachers apprehended, the villagers began to understand the importance of the forest and the lessons Jabari had learned. They pledged to protect the forest and live sustainably, taking only what they needed and ensuring the land could recover and thrive. Jabari's family was proud of him, and his sisters looked up to him with newfound admiration. The village elders praised Jabari's bravery and wisdom, recognizing him as a true leader. As time passed, the forest began to heal. Animals returned, and the trees and plants flourished once more. The village of Umoja thrived, living in harmony with the forest. Jabari continued to share the wisdom he had gained, teaching the children about the importance of respecting nature and the value of all life. His story became a legend, a reminder to future generations of the bravery of one young boy and the lessons of the forest guardians. Jabari and his friends, Simba, Tamu, and Panda, remained symbols of courage, wisdom, and harmony. Years later, Jabari stood at the edge of the forest, now a grown man, with his own children by his side. He told them the story of his adventure and the friends he had made. As they listened, the spirit of the forest seemed to embrace them, whispering the timeless truths of respect, balance, and the sanctity of life. Jabari's heart swelled with pride as he saw the future in his children's eyes, knowing that the legacy of the forest guardians would live on, guiding them to a life of harmony with nature. And so, the story of Jabari and the forest guardians continued to inspire, a beacon of hope and wisdom for generations to come.